Hey,
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 I miss you, all of you.
I miss you too.
Can I sing a theme song at your face?
I'd love it.
yes.
Good, you don't have a choice. Hey, I miss you, and I hope you're doing well. I miss you and hearing your music IRL. So I am thinking that you sing me a song or two, but just one. While I just sit here in my office saying, hey, I miss you. Oh, Pat, I have to sing it all over again because I miss you. Just kidding, but let me show you this little official clip. Hey, I miss you, and I hope you're doing well. I miss you and hearing your music IRL. So I am thinking that you sing me a song or two while I just sit here in my bathroom saying, hey, I miss you. It's true. That's why I had to have it twice. Hey, I miss you. These are my songwriter challenge friends. Some of them. It's a very big group. I can't fit us all on a screen. This is our big finale. We've had 19 episodes this year, and it's been a ton of fun. And we're going to take a summer break after this episode, and I wanted to go out big. Last year we did a songwriter challenge episode, supersized episode. We had Laurel and Ted and Doyle and Amanda and Matt French, and I was like, let's do that again with some new friends. So thank you all for saying yes, and by you all I mean Mark Severin, Mary Strand, Katie Tessman, Pat Egan, Nigel Egg, and Christopher David Hansen. Hello! My name is Sarah Morris, and right now I am sitting in my office. Usually I'm in my big green bathroom in suburban Minneapolis, but when I'm managing this many bodies on a computer, I can't be in the bathroom. The internet doesn't work. So today I'm just in my boring old office. I would love to know where you are. Right now in this minute, we're going to start with Mark. Go down the line. Mark Severin, where are you right now?
I am in Ham Lake, Minnesota, and this is my living room.
Oh, it's a nice living room. I like the ceiling.
Yes,
Mary
ma'am.
Strand, where are you right now?
I am in Minneapolis, and I'm in our spare bedroom, which is also my husband's office because he has the laptop.
Multi-purpose is the way to go. Yeah. Katie Tessman, where are you?
I am in my home in Minnetonka, Minnesota, and this is my home office, also known as the library.
Oh, I love it. Pat Egan.
I'm down in my studio because that's where my computer is in Rochester, Minnesota.
I like that it's Rochester. Is that like corn?
That's our corn tower.
There's a
So-
corn tower?
We have a corn tower, water tower
Oh.
in Rochester. They were talking about tearing it down, and I wrote a song about not tearing it down. So we still have it. So
That's the power of song. I love it. Nigel Egg, where are you right now?
I'm in northeast Minneapolis in a somewhat secret location near my house where I have all my instruments and equipment.
I like it. I like that you're keeping the mystery alive with the blurring. That's a powerful way to keep it a mystery. Christopher David Hansen, and we'll introduce Minnow. Please tell us, where are you right now?
We are in the living room up on Birch Lake, just between Babbitt and Ely, Minnesota.
It looks like it's a beautiful day there. We've got sun shining. I'm going to ask you, I'm actually going to take a Polaroid of this moment. Everyone give me a smile. Ready? How are you right now in this minute with that Polaroid snapping? And we're starting with Christopher David Hansen first, and we're going to go back to Nigel. Christopher, how are you right now? Yes. Got an
Fabulous! I just got done working and I'm getting dog kisses. Doesn't get any better.
I don't think it does. Nigel.
A little nervous. I think I'm going to screw this up somehow.
No, how are you right now? Just right now.
Yeah,
You good?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good.
Whoa, you don't have to be good. Nervous. Nervous makes sense,
I'm
but
feeling... I didn't expect the Spanish Inquisition.
I told you in the email that I'd be asking questions.
That's for Monty Python fans.
Just get a smile. Pat, Egan, how are you right now?
Doing good. Got all my gardens in, my raised beds, so hopefully we'll have some produce later this year.
Oh, that sounds yummy. I want that. We have gardens, but we also have dogs that are trying to eat it. They're worse than deer about it. Katie, how are you? Oh, you got to unmute yourself and tell us how you are.
I am very happy, and I'm also very nervous, just like Nigel. It's just exciting. It's just very exciting. Thank you for having me.
I love it. Yes, I'm so glad you're here. Mary, how are you right now?
I am fabulous, and I'm not nervous because I already got past the echo sound when I botched my last answer, so all is well.
That's good. It's good to do that. Mark, how are you right now? I'm unmuting you.
I am good. I'm actually going on vacation, and when this airs, I will be on vacation out in the Pacific Northwest. So, yeah, I'm doing great.
Sweet.
Yep.
That sounds exciting. I'm wondering, Mark, now that you're unmuted anyways, would you possibly sing us a song and tell us why you chose the song that you're going to sing?
Sure. I'm choosing to play a song from last year's winter prompt. The prompt 10 was Splice.
Oh, yeah.
And I wrote a song for my daughter who has depression. I kind of did it from her perspective and also a little bit from mine, how I hope that she feels sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'm doing it because everybody that knows the song always says, oh, you got to play that one. So I'm going to play that one.
Wonderful. Mark
Okay.
Severin, everybody.
Hope I don't screw this up. Here we go. You can fix this. Please stop trying. You're making it worse now. I feel like I'm bringing you down. This ain't about you. It ain't about nothing. And I've been this way for forever now. You're killing me with kindness, and that's not how I wanna go. I've given you my finest, you've seen parts of me I'd never show. But timing is everything, this just ain't the time. When I need you, I'll let you know. You can't fix me, but it's nice that you try. I'm glad that you are here in my world. I know it may not seem that way. I'm allowed to work, and I've been this way for forever now. You're killing me with your blindness and your stupid, relentless hope. Even with all of these splices, you know that I'm bound to find the end of my road. And timing is everything, this just ain't the time. When I need you, I'll let you know. I'm sorry I make you feel those fears. I'm sorry for those things I've made you hear. And I'm sorry for all your sleepless nights. Sorry I just can't make things right. And I'm sorry for the years I've taken and the times I've left you shaking. Sorry for the love you feel from me. Wish I could take it all back. Killing me with kindness, and that's not how this is supposed to be. This little bird is flightless, so how's she supposed to cross the sea? And timing is everything. Maybe now's the time. Please don't let go of me.
It's beautiful.
Thanks.
I feel like that song feels like a gift to, so many people feel that way and
Yeah.
don't know how to say it. And
Yeah,
You
it's
did.
huge right now.
Yeah.
Depression.
yeah. Thank you for sharing that. And for telling us what prompt it's from. I appreciate that as well. So if you're just joining us, these are my friends from the Singer-Songwriter Challenge. And that means that we sign up to write 10 songs based on 10 prompts. Ooh, I'm going to put my face back in there. 10 songs based on 10 prompts. And when we do that, we get either a word or a picture, and then we have a week or 2 weeks to write a song about that word. And so for a lot of us, and you can speak to this for yourself when it's your turn, like for me, most of the songs that I write are all originated from a word. I can hold up a CD and I can tell you like, oh, this is this is that, this is this is that, which I think is really cool. And so I love hearing like, oh, this is from the splice prompt. I totally remember the splice prompt. Yep. Mark, Severin, everybody. All right, this is a show called Hey, I Miss You. My name is Sarah Morris, and I used to do a show called Toilet Tunes, where I would have musicians come into my big green bathroom and sing songs with me, and we would put it on the internet like crazy people, wild and reckless people. And then COVID made my bathroom, while large, feel not large enough. And so one day on a run, I was like tired of missing my musician friends, and I dreamed up this alternate show instead, where people meet me in the pretend world of the internet, and we all hang out, and somehow it's amazing. And you sing songs at my face, and I get to clap for you, and then again put it out on the internet. Fridays at noon. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna introduce. It's Nigel Egg. Are you ready? Nervous, Nigel?
I'm ready.
Ready as you'll ever be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I do next?
You are going to sing us a song and tell us why you chose that song.
Oh, okay. You know, I probably should have thought to do one of the prompt songs. But I didn't. So anyway, why I'm doing this song is because I hardly ever get to play my own songs anymore. But I started going to this open mic near my house at the Terminal Bar down on East Hennepin. And it's really fun, and I played this there last week. And so I know that I know it. And
That's the best reason to play it.
yeah. And also, I'm heading out down to the Kerrville Folk Festival on Monday next week for 3 weeks.
Take me.
And I've been practicing the songs that I actually wrote at Kerrville, and this is one that I wrote at Kerrville. So I can take my headphones off now.
Yes. Nigel
So
Egg.
I can read your lips a little bit, though. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. See, I knew I'd mess up.
You're good.
Well, I'm a worried bubble might pop before too long. I'm a worried bubble might pop before too long. 'Cause the ground is hard and the prairie wind is strong. I really wanna have some baby bubbles someday. Yes, a foamy home full of baby bubbles someday. But my big mama bubble won't cuddle with me that way. Bubble up, bubble up. Bubble up, bubble up. Cuddle, cuddle, double bubble. Pop, pop, bubble trouble. Come on, buttercup. Bubble up, bubble up. If there's a hole in your bucket and your bucket just won't stay filled, you try to mend that bucket, but the bucket just won't stay filled. You better trade it in for a brand new bucket that will. Somebody get the soap, somebody get the water. Make a new mama bubble to share my air. Bubble up, sons and daughters. Bubble up, bubble up. Bubble up, bubble up. Cuddle, cuddle, double bubble. Pop, pop, bubble trouble. Come on, buttercup. Bubble up, bubble up. Well, I'm a happy bubble now, soapy, wet and high. Just floating in the breeze, my big mama bubble and I. Oh, the little baby bubbles going pop, pop in the sky. Bubble up, bubble up. Bubble up, bubble up. Cuddle, cuddle, double bubble. Pop, pop, bubble trouble. Come on, buttercup. Bubble up, bubble up. The end. Thank you. Thank you. I thought it was a fairly Nigel Eggish song to do.
And by that you mean brilliant and witty with awesome chords and a singable melody? Did
You
you
know the
by
way
chance,
to a man's heart.
did you by chance sing that when we did our little magical mystery tour in Minnesota?
I might have.
Okay.
I do it once in a while.
Yeah. Once upon a January, Nigel and I got to go to 3 shows. Did we do 3? I think we did.
3 or 4, 3? Yeah, we were the 3 places.
We went on tour together, and it was great. I thought so. You had the
It
best
was.
time
It was
with
wonderful.
me. You had
I
so much
did.
fun.
You drove? I usually introduce that song when I do it as saying that it's a song that I like that hardly anyone else ever seems to like.
I
was
love
sing-
that.
See? I was singing an echo harmony for you. Like,
Yeah, I mean, that's-
muted.
Once in a while, people will do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a good one. This is the time, I forgot to do this already, but we're going to do it now. I'm going to say, tell me something good. Mm-mm. Tell me, everybody. And Nigel, you get to start because you're already here. Nigel, tell me a good thing.
Well, the great thing right now is my grandchildren. 5 grandchildren under the age of 3. We have them a lot, and it's just changed my life.
Aww, I love that. You wrote a song about them 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah.
It was a good one.
Learning to play again. Yeah.
It was a good one. All right,
Yeah.
you're gonna know it's your turn when I put you in front. Ready? Christopher
Oh.
Dean Hansen, tell me something good. I know this is a fun game. This is a real fun game for me. A good thing.
Don't scare me like that.
Yeah.
Something good? Well, my basement's not flooding anymore.
Did
It's been
that
flooding
happen?
for the last 3 days, so no flooding, and the garden's tilled. I'm ready to grow vegetables, and I'm done with the cold weather, so if we could just keep all this nice sunny days, I'll be good. So that's something good.
That is something good. I'm here with you on that so
Oh.
much. Oh, yes. And Minnow. Always good.
There's something else real good right there.
Yes. Aw. Katie, tell me something good.
Well, I just released my first single. I haven't done that in like 20 years.
That's amazing. Congrats.
Thank you. My older son plays guitar on it, and it's beautiful. And my younger son, he is going to be releasing his first album at the age of 15.
Whoa.
next Saturday. So there's music pouring out of my house all the time, and that's something really good.
Oh my God, that's beyond good. I love
Yeah.
that so much. Thank you for sharing that. Pat Egan. I know this is so fun. I can't believe I didn't try this earlier in the show, but we're just going to keep up with that. Okay.
I got to play with a full band last week, which I've done twice within a year. So that's kind of different for me. I'm working on one of the bandmates came and laid down some trombone tracks for me for the kids CD coming up. So
That's
Cool.
exciting. Oh, that's very good. I think full band shows are good always. Mary.
In my other life, I'm a novelist, and I've got 3 books coming out. 2 have already come out 1 month apart, so it's been crazy for quite a while. And I just turned in book 3 yesterday, so it comes out on June 8th, and I'm pretty thrilled to be almost done with that. I mean, I'm thrilled about the books, but I'm also thrilled to be done with these books.
It's both. Oh my gosh, congrats. That is a big accomplishment.
Huge.
Love it. Mark, you knew it's your turn because, yes, you just knew.
Yeah.
Process of elimination. Tell me something good.
Well, it's my favorite time of year. It's I'm a bird nerd, so it's migration time, and this is our big time of the year. So, been getting out a lot.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can you tell us also, while I have you here, how did you find the Songwriter Challenge?
Well, I was a member of was it Midwest Country Music Association?
Yes.
And you suggested it, and
Yes.
then I thought, well, I don't want to do that, so I didn't. And then I heard your album, All Mine, and I was
Aw.
like, so Sarah's in that group? I can hear new Sarah songs?
You
So
are-
I joined.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? I love
Dead
you.
serious.
Oh, that's
Dead
really
serious.
kind, Mark. I'm such a fan of your songwriting, and that means a lot to me. And I also love that part of your story involves saying no to it before you said yes. Because when I first heard about the Songwriter Challenge, which was started by Miss Laurel Hay and Ben Tamandel and Mark Hay back in 2014, it scared the heck out of me too, and I think having that real fear and then doing it anyways is a special thing. So, well, yay, I'm glad that's how you found it. That makes me thrilled. I'm going to get Mary. We're going backwards. Mary, how did you find us?
I started posting right away in January of 2020, and about a year earlier, a friend of mine from Eau Claire, a musician friend, Sue Orfield, who doesn't post, but she watches it. She told me it was something I should do. So I basically watched the videos for, 6 months or even a year before I did it.
You lurked.
Yes, I did.
I like that part of the story too. Sue Orfield, I've met her once, and yeah, she has been someone who comments sometimes, and that's wonderful. Well, thanks,
Yeah.
Sue. Thanks for bringing Mary our way. That's awesome. Pat, what brought you to us back in? I think it was the winter of 2015.
Yeah, it was the end of the first year, I think. A friend of mine here in town was posting songs from it. And you get to hear these Sarah Morris songs. It's like, oh, this is interesting. And, I came in at the end of the winter of the first year you guys had.
Yeah.
And, unfortunately, it was a murder ballad.
Oh, I know.
And I had just written a murder ballad song and didn't really want to write another one. And that's where we came up with Phil.
Yes. Pat's first song for the Songwriter Challenge, which was at the end of our first winter, which was 2015, was I Will Kill You, Phil. That was how I met Pat.
And
Which is the best way.
It's one of the most popular songs I play out. So, yeah, we've got T-shirts now and stickers, and it's nuts.
Well, and there have been times where at least there was one season where you let Phil be in every video. He was like, "Where's Waldo?" But where's Phil?
Yep. You requested that.
I know. I know I did.
So we used to hide him in different places in the studio for Sarah to find.
I'm a sucker for things like that. Thank you for playing along. Katie, how did you find us?
Well, I was a performing singer-songwriter for a decade before I became a mom. And I used to write songs all the time, and I did a couple of records. And then when the babies came, everything stopped.
Yeah.
And I wrote little ditties, about taking your shoes off at the door. But it was in 2021, Sarah Morris, you wrote a song on Waltzing Day,
Oh.
March 4th.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, that's fun. Yes, I know. I do a waltz. I love songs in 3/4 or really 6/8 for me. And then I went to go and hear you at your outdoor shows in 2021, and you're always promoting it and inviting. And I loved the invitation. And I wrote another song in September and then another in October and November. And I thought, I better go look and see what that Facebook group is all about. And it looked really cool. There were some wonderful musicians that I had seen over the summer. And then I decided I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to jump in. I'm going to plug my nose and close my eyes and just go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't think that I could write 10 songs in 20 weeks.
And you were wrong, because you totally did.
I was wrong. Yes. Thank you, Sarah.
Congrats. I love it so much. Because I knew you first as someone that I saw at some shows, and to like suddenly get to see you writing all the songs has brought me great joy as a watcher. So yay. I'm gonna mess up with our order a little bit. I'm putting Nigel in there. Nigel, how'd you find us? Oh, I muted you. Hold on, friend. There you go. Go for it.
I was at the Warming House, listening room in South Minneapolis, and I was talking to Vicki Emerson.
Yeah.
And this was 2017. And she said, oh, that I'm part of this group. You should look into it. It's going to start tomorrow. And you have to get in touch with this person, Laurel Hay. And so I did, and the rest is history.
That's awesome.
And written a lot of songs. It's been amazing.
Have you written steadily since you joined? Yes, you.
Yeah, I missed one summer, the entire season, and then there was one other season that I only did like half the prompts, but
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
Because songwriters I respect are going to listen to them. I mean, that's the thing for me.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest deal of all. I mean,
Yeah.
so I don't write other songs. So what the hell am I going to write a song for? I don't have any gigs, and I don't really want to get any gigs, So
Yeah, I think it is such a great place to like have a reason to keep writing and to like keep sharing things and yeah. Well, I'm glad that Vicki said that. Yay, Vicki!
Yeah, Vicki.
Yay, Vicki, and yay, Warming House. Aww. Christopher David Hansen, tell me, how'd you find us?
I think, well, you are the one that invited me, but I had reached out to you to get some music to put on Color My Radio Minnesota Music Hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where we started chatting. You had asked me to check out the group, and I was just nervous, and I was like, nah, I don't think I could do that. And then it was like a year later, I think it was like right when COVID hit, and I was like, okay, I think I'm ready to do this. And then right away when I started, they did 30 songs in 30 days.
That's right. You did that. I did like 3 of those 30 days. That's the only time where I was like, because there was also George Floyd. There was so much going on right there.
It was,
there was like,
chaos.
Yeah.
And I made it. I did 30 songs in 30 days. I can't say they were quality songs, but and then I was just then I kind of realized that it was, the brain is like a muscle, and it was like this kind of awakening. And I gotten a few songs that I was like, I would have never got these if I hadn't done this group, and I was just really thankful that you'd asked me to do that. And I was also kicking myself at the same time. I'm like, man, you could have been doing this a year ago. Think of all the songs that are in the ether that you missed out on because you were scared. So
well,
thank you.
Oh gosh, you're welcome. You know, I have a few friends that like they have done the challenge and they're like, you bugged me about it consistently for a year before I joined. So it's nice that I only had to mention it to you like once or twice before you said yes. So thanks for not making me harass you. But I think one of the things that's always been a deal for me, and I don't know if this resonates with anyone else, but is just it doesn't have to be a good song, right? Like if I only waited to write a good song and if I only shared a good song, I wouldn't finish songs like ever.
Right.
Like that was such a every time we get a prompt, I have to go through this like releasing of like it does not the act of writing, the act of finishing, that's what matters.
Yeah.
Because otherwise all those crazy voices like would get in our heads and tell us not to do things, or at least that's in my world. I don't know.
Right.
But, well, thank you all for finding it. I'm just
Thank
so
you.
thrilled. I'm wondering if you will sing us a song, Christopher David Hansen, and tell us why you chose the song you chose.
What? Right
Yeah.
now? Okay. All
Right
right. So this was this is a song called Whipperwill, and it was from the prompt Flourish. Remember that one?
I sure do, because I know what song I wrote for that prompt too. And
Yeah,
I know when
and,
it came out, it was mid-May of 2020.
What?
And
I
Flourish,
can't. You're better than me.
it was like such a joke because no one felt like they were flourishing. You know, I mean, it was like the worst. I was like, wait, flourish, but
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, and then so yeah, I wrote the song, I put it out there, and then it was one of those songs that I just every time I'd go play acoustic shows, I just kind of busted out, and I really started to like think maybe it's a band song, so I brought it to my 3-piece little honky tonk band I got, and we started playing it live, and then PBS got a hold of us and they wanted us to do a thing, and they were like, you got to have a song pre-recorded, then you have to lip sync, and we were like, what?
Oh.
So we recorded that song live in the basement, and then that led us to do this whole last album called Whipperwill. So we just released a 11-song album called Whipperwill. It
It's
all
wonderful.
started.
I listened to it today. It's available everywhere you possibly want to listen to music.
That whole thing started from that prompt, all that. And a bunch of the songs on that are prompt songs.
I love it. All right,
Yeah.
sing it to our faces, please.
All right. This is Whipperwill. Well, I've been wondering about that whippoorwill and how strange songs hit you in the perfect way. And I've been sitting on this carousel for so long, I just throw my shoes away. And we flourished as we floated by the stars out in the Milky Way. And I'm just sitting on this lake shore, pondering the sky, and every single drop of rain. In the song they sing is something about rain so true. You don't need a single word to get your message through. And all the animals are doing it, and now even my dog can too. So just listen as a whippoorwill sang that song, whistling just for you. Whippoorwill, yeah, all right. thinking about your gravity on my heart. Well, it's kind of like a big old moon. It's got lots of craters and lots of cracks pulling on your tide. I'm just trying to make your shorelines crack. Yeah, we can settle for a perfect view up in the bleachers, just so I can watch you dance. Well, won't you tell me about that Whipperwill one more time? You always save the best for last. In the song they sang, yeah, now something about a ring so true. Don't need a single word in order to get your message through. And all the animals are doing it now, even my dog can too. So just listen as the whippoorwill sing that song, whistling just for you. Well, the song they sang, yeah, has something that it rings so true. Don't need a single word to get your message through. And all the animals are doing it, and now even my dog can too. Just listen as a whippoorwill sing that song, whistling just for you. Listen as a whippoorwill sing that song, whistling just for you. Oh, listen as a whippoorwill sing that song, he's a whistling. Oh Lord, he's a whistling. Just for you, yeah, alright.
Yay! Christopher David Hansen. Oh, you're gonna get to stay right there for 1 second while we go. In case you missed it, ooh. In case you missed it, this is I Miss You, a show where I interview my musician friends, and it's super fun to me, anyways. Oh, okay. And I am going to say that I know that I'm going to say one thing I know about you, and then I'm going to ask you to tell us something that you got coming up. Christopher David Hansen lives up north, and you have been hosting a radio show where you highlight Minnesota artists for how long is Color I'm going to get the name wrong. Color. We're going to call it Color for a nickname, but how long have you been doing that?
The Color of My Radio Minnesota Music
Thank
Hour
you.
started about 2015-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, a while.
Yeah.
Quite a while.
You post sometimes your set list for your radio show, and it'll be like a bunch of Songwriter Challenge writers. So
Yeah,
thank you
yeah.
for doing that.
That was the okay. So after the band that I had started up here started doing pretty good, I wanted to it's just one of those things where I wanted to give back, and we had been playing shows with all these great bands, and it was just, to me, it just seemed like a shame that I wasn't hearing them on the radio at all up here anywhere. And I was like, all right, I got an idea, and I pitched it to the radio station up here, and they were like, oh, that's great, all right. And they picked it up, and I was like, oh, well, I guess I have a job now.
You have a job. Thank you. And can you tell us one thing you have that's coming up?
I just talked to Mark over at Sacred Heart. So June 16th, I'll be doing the singer-songwriter thing at Sacred Heart in Duluth. And then this weekend, I'll be at the Eagles Club in Grand Rapids with my little honky-tonk band.
Wonderful.
And a bunch of
and a bunch of bar music.
Sacred Heart is really supposed to be a beautiful venue. I will link, I've got all of Christopher David Hansen's links below so that you can follow him and go to these shows and stream the heck out of his music, but also more importantly go buy it. But you know, we have to cover all the bases with that. In case you missed it, we're gonna do Mark Severin. Mark Severin, you mentioned that you are into birds, and I love this because I do this thing called Tell Me Something Good on Facebook every week, and you often tell me something new about birds that I didn't know, and so thank you. Like, for instance, you confirmed that what are the birds? I call them orange-winged blackbirds, but they're not. What are they really called? The Marsh Mafia?
Yeah. Red-winged blackbirds and marsh mafia.
Okay, and I have always found them to be kind of aggressive, but didn't know that was, like, true. I thought maybe it was just me, and you explained that it's not just me, which I'm grateful for.
No, they're nasty little buggers.
Yes. I mean, not yes, because it means I have to run on the street for 3 months, but whatever. Okay, what do you have coming up? Tell us one thing.
Well, I'm taking some time off here for my outdoor activities, including camping trips and such, but
Yeah.
I'll be back at the Ambi Wine Bar again on June 15th. They're nice enough to let me play there, so another Wednesday,
That's awesome.
midweek.
I can't wait to get there. I'm going to be there someday. Someday I'm going to show up. It's not...
You'll love it there.
I know I will. I know. I need to just say, husband, the kids are yours this time. Yeah. Mary, can you tell us something that I've got to unmute you. There we go. We're good. In case you missed it, this is Mary Strand. And what I know about Mary Strand is that she is an author, but more than that, she didn't tell any of us that she was an author. And then just suddenly one day you kind of dropped in the comments and tell me something good that you had a book coming out. But I was like, who's like suddenly just hiding that they have full books coming out? So that's amazing to me. Can you tell us something that you have that's coming up?
Yes, my band, Dodging Potholes, because Minneapolis.
Yeah.
We're playing at Open Street, Lindale on Sunday, June 5, right by Twin Town Guitars at noon.
Fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be awesome. I love that. Patty again?
Oh.
You have been not only the longest, steadiest member of the challenge, in addition to myself, you are also the resident organizer. You are the one that makes our videos make sense on the Facebook. So thank you for doing that, for putting in your service in that way. Yes. We
Yeah.
appreciate that. Can you tell us something you got coming up?
I guess my next show is we have a out therapy show is what they're calling it, and it's put on by NAMI, where they have a bunch of booths selling arts and crafts, and
Yeah.
they have about 5 of us playing there, and I get to run sound for them. This is the second year I've done that for NAMI, so that's
That's
nice.
awesome. They're a wonderful organization, so thank you for doing that. Hey, Nigel Egg. Nigel, what I know about you is that you are probably the smartest one of us because you run away to the sun for like a solid few months every year, making us all very jealous with your videos, right? Like suddenly Nigel is a place where he doesn't need a shirt or whatever, like tank tops, and we're all freezing up north, but you're in the sun. And also I know that you're going to Kerrville. I actually got to see you in Texas, Kerrville's a magic spot, and I'm wishing I could stow away in your RV. Will you tell us something that you have that's coming up?
Yeah, well, 18 days of Kerrville. Any of you would, if you don't mind camping, you got to camp. Because it's like the good stuff happens late at night after the shows are over, and it goes through. There's literally music 24 hours a day. As far as I'm concerned, it's songwriter paradise. But coming up, I'll be playing at the Good Samaritan Care Center in Stillwater on Wednesday, and 2 other senior facilities Thursday and Friday. And I've actually decided, so I did a sober April. I've been sober for a couple of years.
Okay.
And anyway, there's a lot of stuff goes through your mind. I decided, I really need to get some gigs where I'm playing my own stuff. So I am going to start looking for some opportunities to do that, because then I got a reason to write, I got a reason to rehearse, and especially rehearse. I need to do a lot of that.
Rehearsing is the worst. So yes, I get that. Like you definitely need that little carrot of a show like dangling out there to get that.
Yeah.
That makes me happy because I just think you are an amazing songwriter, and I want there to be more Nigel Egg original shows. So I think
Yay!
Yay!
Your wish will be granted.
Yay! I like that. I like to make wishes and then know they're going to come true. That is a good thing.
All right.
All right, Miss Katie Tessman, you are also an author, right?
I am. Yep.
Two authors just hanging out with us. No big deal. I write books and songs, they say.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, what do you have coming up? You told us about the single, but you have a show. I know you're at the 318. Tell us your favorite thing that's coming up. 'Cause you've had a busy summer.
Yes. Thursday, June 9th, I'll be at the 318 Cafe in Excelsior with my full band. So, old friend of mine, Tom Lear, is playing bass. My son will be playing lead guitar. He's 19. And then my new friend, Aaron Gillis, is going to be playing percussion.
It's awesome. And the
Yeah.
318 is such a wonderful venue, so yay.
I used to play there when it was the Bean and Wine.
Oh, that's what it used to be
Long
called?
time ago.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you're there. And they're the 318. They're delicious, and it's just a beautiful spot.
Yeah.
While I have you here, will you sing us a song?
Yes, I'd be happy to.
Yay, Katie
Um,
Tessman.
The new single that I just released is from the Songwriting Challenge. The prompt was Sleeve, and I wrote a song called Piece by Piece. Yeah, and in the lyric video, we used the illustrations from my children's book that I wrote. But today I'm going to play the song from the photo prompt. It was prompt number 8, and it was the picture of the old rundown house.
Yeah.
And I wrote this in the voice of the house. And as a mom of children that are growing up, I kind of have the same feeling of what the house is saying. It's called There's Always Room. Can you smell the lilacs blooming? Can you see beyond the weeds? Right here, you can plant a garden. Inside, there's a jar of seeds. I've sheltered many from the storm. Sheltered many from the storm. Every night I wish upon the stars. I hope we gather once more. Among these good bones, I can give you a home. And at the table, there's always room. I hope you come home soon. Curl up and tell a story. Watch the sunset in the backyard. Build a fire to keep us warm. Play a game of cards. Among these good bones, I can give you a home. And at the table, there's always 1, 2, 3. I will give you all of me. Among these good bones, I can give you a home. And at the table, there's always room. I hope you come home soon. There's always room. There's always room.
Yay! Oh, that's beautiful. I was singing some harmonies. I loved that. You got a waltz reference in there.
Yep, absolutely.
Yay!
When in doubt, waltz
When
it
in
out.
doubt, waltz it out. I love that. We're going to bring on Pat Egan to sing for us. Pat.
Hello.
What are you singing for us and why?
Well, I've got this kid CD I've been working on, and on that album there are 11 songwriters challenge songs, but the one I'm going to play is not one. It's going to be the title cut of the CD, and it is pretty popular among adults, strangely enough. But
Excellent.
so it's called Somebody Said There'd Be Cookies, and it was kind of a self-prompt. I was watching a TV show, Dead Like Me. Anybody remember that? No. Okay. There's a younger sister in it, went to a psychologist's office, and the psychologist said, why are you here? And she said, somebody said there'd be cookies. And I wrote that down in my journal and said, I'm going to steal that at some point. So, somebody said there'd be cookies, maybe oatmeal or chocolate chip, and a nice big glass of ice cold milk, so I can dip. But don't bring me no stale graham crackers, or try to appease me with saltines. If I don't see a cookie soon, I'm gonna scream. Peanut butter or sugar cookies, or snickerdoodle would do. M&M or monster cookies, or coconut macaroon. I may even settle for animal crackers, or an Oreo I can twist. But hot from the oven will always be my wish. And somebody said there'd be cookies, maybe oatmeal or chocolate chip, and a nice big glass of ice cold milk, so I can dip. But don't bring me no stale graham crackers, or try to appease me with saltines. If I don't see a cookie soon, I'm gonna scream. And if the oven is broken, we could do Rice Krispie treats, or no baked cookies would really taste so sweet. Or maybe we could find a Girl Scout who would let us tag along, so we can buy some Moas before they're gone. And somebody said there'd be cookies, maybe oatmeal or chocolate chip, and a nice big glass of ice cold milk, so I can dip. But don't bring me no stale graham crackers, or try to appease me with saltines. If I don't see a cookie soon, I'm gonna scream. And we could roll out snowballs, or make gingerbread men, or maybe nowadays we should call them gingerbread friends. We could dig out the cookie cutters, roll out the sugar cookie dough, and every time I try to steal a snitch, you say no. And somebody said there'd be cookies, maybe oatmeal or chocolate chip, and a nice big glass of ice cold milk so I can dip. But don't bring me no stale graham crackers or try to appease me with saltines. If I don't see a cookie soon, you know I'm gonna scream.
Wonderful. I was really like, what is my favorite cookie? And then you said snowballs, which I'm thinking those are like Russian tea cakes, which is like my favorite. Is that
Yeah,
kind of-
I think they also call them Russian.
Yeah. Mexican wedding cookies.
Mexican wedding cookies.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I'm going to do spin us out. Quickly tell us one thing we should be listening to. One thing, one musical thing that you're into right now.
I really like this band out of Michigan called the Accidentals.
Yes. All right, I'm writing that down, and I'll link to that. Mark Severin, what are we listening to?
My good friend Mike Quist has a son, Eli Quist, and who has a friend named Julia DiGiorgio. They have a band called the Lowliners. They've been playing together forever. They were in college, and they went down to Austin to record this new CD called Better in Time. It's on Spotify and iTunes.
Sweet.
And it's really good. And it was produced by Gordy Quist of the Band of Heathens, in case you're familiar.
Cool. Thank you. Christopher David Hansen, you know things about music.
I've just been listening to a lot of Alex Larson lately.
Oh,
He's got a bunch of new stuff out, and this is always fantastic. So
Like, was Crankshaft Alex Larson?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and he's dropped a bunch of new music, and I was playing a couple of the songs on the Color My Radio show, but I keep trying to. I see him at shows. He shows up to some of my shows. I show up to his. I'm always trying to get him to give me anything he's got.
Right. Oh, that's
Give
awesome.
me everything you got.
Give me what you got.
Yeah.
Katie, what are you listening to?
I listen to music all the time, and it's very hard for me to narrow it down to one.
Sorry.
I know, thanks. I think I'm going to have to say I've been enjoying live music by Papa Mbai. He's a former student of mine. He's 23, and he's fantastic.
Cool.
He was in the Midwest Music Fest, and I would say his show was the most energetic, next to Dury and all the other fantastic bands.
How do you spell his name?
Papa, P-A-P-A,
Okay.
Mbye, M-B-Y-E.
Thank you so much. Let's see. Nigel, what are you listening to? One
Well,
thing.
I can't listen to music and do something else at the same time except drive. So most of my listening is done when I'm driving, and mostly I've been listening to Performance Today on Minnesota Public Radio Classical.
That's a good idea. That's a way to get. Is that Performance Today? Is that like just a segment, a quick like?
No, it's like all afternoon.
Oh,
And there's
okay.
two different hosts. But there's some short bits and there's some long bits, a lot of variety, which is what I like.
I like that, and I
But
like.
typically just play one movement of a concerto, not the whole thing. You know.
Sure. Oh, I should listen to. I go on classical jags, but I haven't done like that as my daytime, and maybe it's time. Thank you.
Yep.
Mary Strand, you get to tell us a couple things. You get to tell us what you're listening to right now, something that's making your ears hot, and then you get to tell us what song you're singing and why you're singing it. Go.
Okay. My daughter made a CD for me of her favorite songs, or her current favorite songs, for my birthday in April. And it's mostly, younger women singing, some in Spanish, because we're a Spanish-speaking household. And the one that I loved and my band is going to take a crack at is ABCDEFU by Gayle, Gayle. There are clean, angry, and really angry versions of it. Most people listen to the really angry version. So like the F becomes forget in the clean version, and something else in the more angry you get.
Can't imagine what that might be, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fudge, maybe.
I love fudge. I say that so much, trying to, not say other things.
But it's a super fun song. It's a total earworm. So
Thank you.
the song I'm going to do is called Different Kind of World. I did it this winter for the badge prompt. And I just instantly loved it. And so I I'm working on recording my first album, and we started recording that immediately. Um, and then we actually loved it so much that we played it for a Twin Town show in March. So it's pretty well down the road on recording. But anyway, here it is.
Mary Strand.
I'm also the weirdo in the songwriter group who plays electric guitar always. So it's just what I like. Is it loud enough? I brought
it plugged
down
in?
Yeah. We brought it down for the vocals.
We did, but now I want a tiny bit more. There.
Sorry, so much for the check. I'm in my bed and you in yours, hiding behind a sea of doors, together only in our dreams, because life ain't what it seems. No one ever competes with me, and I don't believe in jealousy, but just once before we're through, I'd like to wake up next to you. We can't do this, but why not? It's not as if we ever forgot. In a different kind of world, in a different kind of world, as we drift into each other's days and go through another awkward phase. You wear your badge like a test, but are you so different from the rest? We can't do this, but why not? It's not as if we ever forgot. In a different kind of world, in a different kind of world. When will one of us ever be bold? One moment hot, and then you're so cold, till you almost take my breath away. I wonder if we're here to stay. We can't do this, but why not? It's not as if we ever forgot. In a different kind of world, in a different kind of world, in a different kind of world. And I just have to say the line that had the badge prompt in it, I was so focused on the word badge that badge came up before it should have. But there you go.
Oh, fudge. Oh, I love it. I can't wait to hear it with the full band. That's going to be so exciting. So thank you for being here, all of you. Let me make sure that I'm on the thank you part. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. It really means the world to me. One, that you've been there all season at the challenge, because it still is just like this magic thing to me, watching human beings bring songs into the world and committing, watching people say, yeah, I'm going to do this crazy thing. And this group has been, the songwriting has been stellar all season long, but also the sense of community. We've been out there, people have been out there supporting each other, going to shows. And I think the cheerleading, there's lots of places you can go and get your songs critiqued, and that can be highly valuable and wonderful. And you should go find those places if that speaks to you. Our group is really there for the cheering and has been, and I think there's a value to that as well. Yes, I'm so glad that's an emoji now, by the way. So I'm going to say to anyone who's feeling slightly thrilled or horrified by the thought of it, look, June 12th, the Singer-Songwriter Summer Challenge begins. If the thought of writing 10 songs in 10 weeks scares the pants off of you, probably you're supposed to do it, is what I'm thinking. I'm going to ask you all to unmute really quick. I'm going to thank Laurel. We have to thank Laurel, so I need you all to say quickly at the same time, thank you, Laurel.
Thank
you, Laurel.
Laurel.
Yes, let's break the internet on that one because Laurel, she had a baby like a minute ago and she has like a job and she's in grad school and so many things going on, and yet somehow on a Sunday morning there's a word that helps a bunch of human beings write songs, and then those songs become albums, and that is some crazy stuff, y'all. That's like beautiful. I need to thank my Sarah subscribers over at Patreon because they make it possible for me to do things like make bathroom shows and records as well. I love you, Sarah subscribers. And I need to thank the watchers of Hey, I Miss You. 19 weeks we've had lunch together, and I'm so grateful, and we're going to take a hiatus, and there will be some toilet tunes at some point. I'm going to write some songs with these fine folks. And Hey, I Miss You will be back either in the mid-fall or in like the early winter. At some point where it feels like we want to be in virtual screens again. I love you all, and I'm going to sing, I'm not even going to ask your permission, I'm just going to sing that theme song again. Are you ready?
Will you please sing?
I'm going to say it. Hey, I miss you, and I hope you're doing well. I miss you, and hearing your music IRL, so I am thinking that you sing me a song or two while I just sit here in my office saying, hey, Mary, Pat, which sounds like a nun when I say it like that. Mary, Pat, Nigel, Mark, Katie, Christopher. I miss you. Hey, I miss you. And I hope you're doing well. I miss you and hearing your music IRL. So I am thinking that you sing me a song or two while I just sit here in my bathroom saying, hey, I miss you. Hey, I miss you. And I hope you're doing well. I miss you and hearing your music IRL. So I am thinking that you sing me a song or two while I just sit here in my bathroom saying, hey, I miss you.